What's up, PumpTalk Nation? Get ready because we are diving headfirst into the most talked about stories making waves right now. We've got a shocking ATV crash that sent one survivor plummeting down an embankment. Stick around because this is PumpTalk News. Next up, we're bringing you a powerful frontline report from the Epstein survivor events that's sparking major conversations about justice. This is something you absolutely need to hear. Then, get ready to cheer, because a legendary survivor player is making history down under in an epic global showdown. You won't want to miss this. And finally, we're closing out with a deeply moving story of resilience from Vermont orphanage survivors, who are finally seeing their journey toward healing reach a new milestone. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single second. A harrowing crash sends a survivor plunging 125 feet down an embankment. This intense ATV accident near Lee Summit has Pluma's County search and rescue on the scene, highlighting the extreme dangers faced in rugged terrain. The driver's critical condition and airlift to a hospital near Chico underscore the severity of the incident. Details are still emerging, but the sheer distance of the fall suggests a miraculous survival, leaving many to wonder about the circumstances that led to such a devastating plunge. The community is holding its breath, hoping for the best as the survivor begins their recovery. Online discussions are already buzzing with shock and concern, with many sharing their own experiences or offering prayers for a swift recovery. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictability of off-road adventures. But can this survivor overcome such a terrifying ordeal? And speaking of overcoming the odds, we're heading to Washington, D.C. for a frontline report from the Epstein survivor events. Justice, politics, and the fight for transparency collide at the Epstein survivor events. Last week, a stark contrast emerged between two gatherings in Washington, D.C. One a quiet, courageous rally led by attorney Gloria Allred, and the other a politically charged press conference hosted by Rep. Thomas Massie, concerning the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The former offered a space for survivors to share their harrowing experiences with raw emotion, while the latter was heavily stage-managed with restricted access and amplified by a surprising military flyover. The survivors' testimonies were deeply personal, recounting years of abuse, manipulation, and silenced trauma. One survivor, brought from Hungary with promises of a modeling contract, bravely shared how she disassociated to endure the cruelty. The call for accountability was clear. Rapists must be held responsible, regardless of their influence. Meanwhile, the political event, despite its fanfare, raised questions about the true intentions behind the push for transparency. Rep. Thomas Massie faces immense pressure, with reports of billionaires, including John Paulson, who is allegedly in the Epstein files, targeting his district. The urgency to release these files is palpable, as it's believed they hold the key to potential blackmail leverage for powerful figures, including Donald Trump. The fight for justice now hinges on securing 218 votes to pass Massie's legislation, a critical step survivors and advocates are pushing for. Public reaction has been a mix of outrage over the alleged abuse and support for the survivors' courage. Analysts are closely watching the political fallout and the potential impact on upcoming elections. The community is galvanized, urging their representatives to support the Transparency Act and demanding that justice prevail for all victims. Will the fight for transparency finally bring these powerful figures to account? Next, we're jetting over to Australia for a legendary survivor showdown that's got everyone talking. Parvati Shallow reigns supreme, clinching victory in Survivor Australia v. the World. In a stunning display of strategic prowess, Parvati Shallow has officially been crowned the winner of Survivor Australia v. the World. This intense, 16-day competition saw her outmaneuver 13 international players, solidifying her status as one of the greatest to ever play the game. Remarkably, Shallow navigated the entire season without a single vote cast against her, a testament to her masterful gameplay and the respect she commanded from her fellow contestants. Her dominant performance culminated in a decisive 6-1-0 victory over Australian players Luke Toki and Janine Allies. Despite the formidable competition, Shallow remained loyal to her survivor. Micronesia ally, Siri Fields, who narrowly missed a spot in the finals after a nail-biting fire-making challenge. Shallow's win is not just a personal triumph, but a historic moment in the Survivor franchise, leaving fans debating whether she has earned the ultimate title of GOAT. Fans are erupting with praise for Parvati's unparalleled gameplay, flooding social media with congratulations and declarations of her GOAT status. Survivor strategists and commentators are dissecting her every move, marveling at her ability to control the game from start to finish. The debate is already raging. Is Parvati Shallow now officially the greatest Survivor player of all time? Her victory is undeniable, but the conversation doesn't stop there. Now, we turn to a story of profound resilience and the long road to justice for survivors of abuse in Vermont. Vermont orphanage survivors find solace and closure in a new memorial, marking the end of a long restorative justice journey. For over 13,000 children who lived at the former St. Joseph's Orphanage in Burlington, Vermont, the journey of healing has reached a significant milestone. Decades after enduring unimaginable abuse from the nuns who ran the facility from 1854 to 1974, survivors, like Debbie Hazen, who was locked in an attic trunk as a child, gathered to dedicate a new memorial healing space. This poignant tribute, featuring a sculptural arbor and etched stones, represents the culmination of a 5-year restorative justice process aimed at acknowledging their past traumas and advocating for a safer future. The path to this moment was arduous. Survivors, initially silenced by fear, began sharing their stories publicly in the 1990s. A 2018 BuzzFeed exposé finally prompted an investigation, confirming widespread abuse, though criminal charges were time-barred. This led to a restorative justice inquiry, where survivors, alongside legal and social service professionals, pushed for systemic change. Their advocacy led to a 2021 state law removing time limits on civil abuse lawsuits and earned them the Vermont Center for Crime Victim Services Survivor Activist Award. Despite resistance from the Catholic Diocese, the Sisters of Providence, and Vermont Catholic Charities, who declined group meetings or restitution, the survivors' voices were amplified through anthologies, oral histories, exhibitions, and journalist Christine Kennealy's books. The inquiry's final report deemed the process both helpful and healing, and difficult and painful. The memorial, funded by $160,000 in donations, stands as a powerful symbol of their resilience. Survivors and supporters, including former state leaders, expressed a mix of relief and continued determination. Many shared that while the memorial marks a crucial step, the deep-seated trauma continues to ripple through generations. The words etched into the memorial stones, echoing the refrain, "We will be remembered," serve as a powerful declaration against silence and a testament to their enduring strength. Their courage is undeniable, and their stories will not be forgotten. That's all the headlines for today, but we'll be back with more breaking news soon. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw a miraculous survival from a harrowing ATV crash near Lee Summit, a powerful frontline report from the Epstein survivor, events demanding justice, Parvati Shallow cementing her GOAT status with a legendary win on Survivor Australia, and Vermont survivors finding a new path to healing with a memorial dedication. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to PumpTalk News, ring that notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all socials for more updates.